everybody? It's your girl, Miss T Talk. I'm here with Calvin of Kalviari Clothing. How are you?
I'm fine.
Sorry, how you said it like, oh, I'm fine. Usually people are like, I'm fine, I'm doing this today.
Yeah, well, pretty much I shipped out some orders yesterday. Today I was just doing some social media promotion and stuff like that.
So, this clothing brand,
Yes.
Kalviari, you started this.
Yeah, I started the brand. It's
How
basically,
long ago?
I really started it 4 years ago, but that first year was more of like a research year, more of building my brand, building what my brand was going to be built, standing on, like the whole persona behind it. So I took a whole year to basically do my research.
Try to get your, trying to get it together. Try to make a ground,
Yeah.
you know, before you do the trees, the
Exactly,
flowers,
exactly,
you know,
yeah.
you try to put your flower in the seeds. So I definitely see that. But your brand is so, I love the name.
Yeah.
Where did that name come from?
The name.
Sounds like calamari, but
Yeah, that's a part of it. Like it's kind of like a mashup of things that I love, including myself. So the first part is from my name Calvin, but I just spelled it with a K because sometimes people like to spell my name with a K or whatever. And the Kalviar is like a mashup between my name and caviar.
okay.
So, basically liking the finer things in life, striving to reach greatness on different levels. And then the Ari is a reference to Ferrari. So mashed up all together, it's Kalviari. So the Ferrari aspect, I've always loved cars. My father's been a car fanatic his whole life. Like, he's bought so many different cars. So I've been in that environment and just,
And it's so crazy because like Ferraris are so vibrant.
Yeah.
And your logo is vibrant. It's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Did you choose these colors? Like, I'm gonna just do this red.
Well, this is
yellow?
actually like my latest design.
Okay.
Like there's also a wolf aspect to my brand.
Yes,
So it
there
is
is.
based on wolves, art, and music. But the wolf aspect is a reference to the Indian folklore of the good and the bad wolf.
Wow.
But basically, my wolf is a mashup of both, with basically saying that in life you need good and evil to be able to withstand the trials of life and stuff like that.
And that is true.
Hmm.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
The good and the evil to it happens. If you got the good, you got the bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That definitely happens in life. You just have to just go through it, and Well, I like that. So you
Yeah.
have different.
Yeah,
so that's
it's
what
different
the wolf,
aspects to it.
So the wolf represents that in your brand. That's the only animal you have?
That's the only animal that I use.
Yes.
It's a part of my logos.
Yes, it is.
But I will like use different animals. Like for women, I'll use cheetah, obviously. But because I do have a women's line, I do make clothes for women as well.
Yeah.
But
Make clothes for everybody.
Yeah. It just plays on the wolf is the primary animal that we use as our
I like
infrastructure.
that. It's a strong, deadly, crazy
Exactly.
animal is the wolf. I like that.
Yeah.
One thing that drew me to your brand is how vibrant, and then that capital V.
Yeah.
That is important.
Hmm.
So when you were going through like your logo or your name is unique. Why did you capitalize the V?
Because even though it's uneven, like
It
if
is.
you look at it,
It
it's
is.
uneven. But the V is in my name. I feel like that's like in my actual name, it stands out connecting both parts of it. And when you think of Kalviari without the V, it wouldn't make the name.
The name, the pronunciation of it.
So if you take out the V, it's Kalviari. Like it's not even gonna make sense. So you say the Kalviari, and it connects both parts of the actual word.
Yes. It just
I know it sounds extra, but it's like
very.
it makes a lot of sense to me. And when I was creating this particular design, that's what I saw as soon as I put it on paper.
Put on paper that
Yeah.
the Kalviari is like a down and up. That's what kind of it reminds me of when you talk
Yeah.
about even like the good and evil. You go down and come back up.
And
that's big. That's how people look at things differently. So that's what I'm looking at it
and
as.
that's a huge part of my brand. Like, I've had ups and downs since I've started this. It's a very challenging thing. It's not like people think that it's easy to just put something on a shirt and sell it. No, you have to persuade people to buy your products. You have to make people want what you have and make people believe in your brand. And a lot of times people just make stuff to make money, but if you don't have a story behind it, if you don't have like a whole meaning behind what you're selling, then why should people support you?
Yeah. So your proposal for people to buy your product, was that like hard to like make? Like let's say that you're out. Do you ever have like pop-up shops? Have you done that?
Yeah, I had 2 pop-up shops already. I had one in Brooklyn, I had one in New York City.
Oh,
And
wow.
this was when I first started, and I collaborated with someone else, and we did it together.
Okay.
And it was a great experience because I went into environments that I wasn't so familiar with and just sold my brand. So everyone who was coming, I had the people who supported from my hometown and family and friends, but I also had people who didn't know anything about the brand coming to the pop-up shop and purchase things.
Oh, okay. I think pop-up shops with clothing brand is different now.
Yeah.
I love how that's giving you like a temporary shop to purchase your clothes. And you make clothes. Do you make any other items? When you make hats, you make shirts, you make 2-piece sets, you make all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else like you're making?
I'm gonna venture into little things, keychains, pins, just little accessories and different things that people could purchase just to have a piece of the brand. Because sometimes people want to support, but they may not want to buy a shirt. They may not want to buy a hat. It might not be their style, but if you have a keychain or something that they can resonate with, that they could just buy, put it somewhere, it helps too.
It definitely helps.
Yeah.
And what makes your brand, like I said, different is the vibrant to the brand. I mean, right now you're wearing a plain black shirt, but the wolf's eyes.
Yeah.
The long V. Even I love that hat.
And the hat goes with it. Yeah.
The hat
I made the hat
perfect.
first.
And the sneaker, you're matching so well. I can't match.
I made the hat first, actually, and then that hat, helped me with the vision for the shirt.
Okay. Do you start from head to toe?
It all depends. I mean, like I naturally started with hats. When I first started, I was selling hats. It was a wolf with a crown, a tilted crown on it. And I used the tilted crown design on a lot of other pieces that I have.
Okay.
But I've been kind of like venturing into different things lately. But when I made the hat, if you notice, the letters on the hat are arched, but on the shirt it's just straight. But the wolf eyes, I kind of got from the wolf design on the side of here.
I need one of those.
Yes. So the wolf design on the hat is like a kaleidoscope. So it has a whole different array of colors, and I just.
Oh yeah, Calvin. I'm gonna need a couple one of those.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that. That's something I love. The hat, people wear that all year round. Literally. This is such a good piece of article of clothing.
And that's one of the ups and downs of having a clothing brand. I strayed away from hats for a while.
Yeah.
But I realized, all right, maybe I need to incorporate hats back into this because that's where I started, and I know how to design hats where they'll stand out. Like, I'm not just gonna make a hat that looks like everybody else's hat. Like the hat I had before,
it does stand out. Yeah, definitely.
I made it look different and have all these different aspects. So, I used to have a hat that the logo that I have on my wrist is like one of the first logos I made. So it's a Kalviari with a paint drip under it.
Oh.
So basically, like the drip under the name is the lifeline.
Okay. All right. So you, in your career, you've been going through a lot of
different phases.
Changes and a lot of stuff like that. Season change, a lot of stuff like that.
But that's with clothing, things change.
Yes.
And if you don't change, if you don't evolve, then your brand could die out to people because people will be like, all right, he's doing the same design. I bought that already in that color. I don't want to buy that.
You have to keep.
But if you just keep hitting people with different things, and like right now, I have like 3 different collections going on at the same time, whereas other brands are just focusing on one thing.
Yeah, but I think your focus of having those different collections going at the same time is so important.
Yeah.
Especially for us humans, everything is like we're like,
It's
oh, this.
popcorn. We
Yes.
live in a microwavable like world right now.
Ooh.
That's exactly what it is. It's popcorn.
Drop the gems.
It's like things pop for 1 minute. You know, it trends, and once the trend is over, it's gone.
Done.
So you have to find your way to be able to be in every single, you know, popcorn bag or whatever.
I like that. I like the acronym.
You know.
So what do you have coming up this new year?
I have a lot of different things coming up. I'm working on putting together a pop-up shop for the summertime. I'm doing a lot of promotion.
Good.
Working on the summer line.
Okay.
I have more stuff coming for kids. I'm about to start putting more focus into women, so I want to put more focus to the Kalviari femme aspect.
Yes.
And that's because I feel like, you know, when women wear clothes, they love it. They don't just buy clothes because they like the way it looks.
No, we have to rock that.
Exactly. Like, you guys could put on the cheapest thing, a pair of leggings, whatever, but as long as the leggings are comfortable,
you're good.
You're good.
I'm so excited for your brand. I mean, it flourished in just the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I love to see people wearing your brand and supporting your brand. And I'm so glad that you came on my show to show everybody what you got going on, Mr. Calvin. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming on my show today.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.